Okay, so now we're gonna see it in live action, right? Think about your sequence, think about the process, what it's doing, right? So I got 120 volts plugged in. This is a gas furnace. That's how so if you, like you said, you think your furnace is in your attic. So if you walked up to your furnace, you would find a switch like that, somewhere near that furnace that actually kills power to it. So first thing you gotta do is turn it on, okay? Thermostat's lighting up. I love these thermostats, by the way. They're very nice. All right, Ken, come up here. And
go up there, he's calling you, man.
Never mind, it's already calling.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna turn on heat, raise the temperature up above the room temperature. First thing that starts is what? Combustion motor, there it goes, see it? How many volts is that getting? 120. Next, what happens?
Pressure switch.
That's proving that that's running, right?
Yeah.
24 volts going through it, right? It's closed. Did you just hear that click?
Yeah.
Number 3, what is it?
Igniter.
Igniter glowing cherry red, super hot, right?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen next?
Gas valve.
Gas valve's gonna open, listen. It just opened. It's letting gas through there. So that ignites the gas. We got 3 burners here. So we put lights in there to, well, not spark, but hot surface, yeah. So we're simulating that the burners are lit right now with those red lights. See that? Now, the flame sensor is next, right? It's proving that there's a flame. We don't really have a flame here. We're not using gas. How is that staying lit? Because the burners are still lit. I'll tell you, I cheated. I put a little component on here that's in this wire right here. It fools the control board into thinking that there's a flame, okay? That's why it's staying lit. Normally it would shut right off. I've got a little thing in there to fool it, okay? So after that proved, it heated up, and then your blower motor came on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? See your limit switches here? So I'm going to simulate that one of these switches got too hot and it opened the circuit, okay? I'm gonna do that by just pulling the wire off. Now see what happens. See if your burner's shut off and see if this control board gives you a code, okay? Ready? Immediately it shut off. Immediately turn that gas on. Right? Now, is this thing flashing a code at you? Can you read it?
Yes.
Count it.
4.
4. Come over here. Look on this board right here. Tell me what it says. 4 flashes means.
It says high limit switch open.
High limit switch right there. It's open. So these boards are really smart. They help you. So we're gonna put it back on there. So once these things lock out, most of the time they won't reset. So you would have to come out and reset it. Now this board's locked out. How would I reset that control board, do you think? To get it to restart?
Oh, don't you gotta hit that?
Hit what?
The
Switch.
How about if we just turn it off? Wait a couple seconds and turn it back on. That's how you reset it. Okay? Then we have to wait for it to start again. Little time delay.
But didn't you say that someone would have to come and hit the
Red button?
yeah?
I don't, you know, I gotta look into that. We tried it last period and it didn't reset the board. Maybe you have to hold it down longer. So I'm gonna let this run again. I'm gonna fault it out with another error. Okay? Let's say something happened and this pressure switch didn't sense that this is running. So I told you that this proves that this is running. Well, it does a little bit more than that. If the vent is clogged up, where it won't let the air move, and I might not be able to clog it enough. So if you've got something stopped up in your vent here, this pressure switch won't make, and it'll trip out. So I'll shut down. Now you come up here and read me what error code it's giving you now by the flashes, right? This is a different problem.
The 3.
Yeah.
Yes, not opening inducer air.
Turn around and say it. What is it? So they can hear.
My PS start opening induce air.
PS stuck open. What does PS stand for?
Pressure switch.
Pressure switch open, right? It's telling you. And the burners aren't running because of it, right? So now we just fix the switch and it's running again. All right, so you see this wire right here? This is your flame sensor wire. This wire is the same wire as that right there. So I'm going to act like we're not getting flame and pull that wire off. And it shuts down because it's not proving that there's a flame. Now it's going to sit there and try to restart a bunch of times. But it won't stay running because it's not proving there's a flame because of that wire. Okay? Now when you look at this control board, if you split it in half, everything up here is 120 volts. Look at the color of the wires. They're black and white, right? Everything down here is 24 volts. You can split it right in half. So everything up here is line voltage, 120 volts. Everything down here is low voltage. Okay? You see where your thermostat wires connect? You know what a transformer does? The capacitor is running that motor right there. It helps start it and keep it running smoothly. That's all there is to it. Any other questions? No? Okay, I think that's it. Shut it down. Okay, you turn it off.